It's August 2025, the middle of summer, and the weather is great at the Oregon coast. I'm visiting Horsfall Beach, which is a lovely sandy beach just north of Coos Bay and North Bend, Oregon. The long, sandy beach provides a great place for a walk or just viewing the ocean. On this trip, I'm camping at Bluebill Campground, which is just a short distance from the ocean and beach. The campground is right next to lovely Bluebill Lake. There's a trail around the lake, which provides a nice, easy, scenic hike. On my drive to this area, I turned off of US Highway 101 onto the Trans-Pacific Parkway, and then after traveling a short distance on the parkway, I turned right onto Horsefall Beach Road. This road leads to Bluebill Campground and continues onto the beach. Here, I've just turned off the Trans-Pacific Parkway onto Horsfall Beach Road. I'm entering the Oregon Dunes National Recreation Area. The Oregon Dunes are very popular for riding in off-highway vehicles, OHVs. On the north side of Horsefall Beach Road, there are several staging areas and campgrounds for people with OHVs. On the other side of Horsefall Road, OHVs are not permitted south of the road. So Bluebill Campground and the beach south of the road are quieter and much more peaceful than in areas that allow OHVs. Just ahead is the entrance to the campground. At the campground entrance, I put the drone up in the air to get an aerial view of the campground. I've labeled my campsite, which is very close to the west side of Bluebill Lake. As I drive into the campground, you can see that the area is forested with a mixture of taller trees and medium-height shrubs. For most of the campsites, the shrubs offer a lot of screening and privacy. The taller trees provide shade, but many of the campsites still get a good amount of sun, which I think is quite useful with the cooler climate of the coast. The sun is also helpful for solar charging of RV batteries. Just ahead is my campsite, site number 11. My campsite is nicely screened by tall shrubs, and it's right next to a trail that goes around Bluebill Lake. With the ocean close, I wanted to visit the beach and get a closer look. It's about a mile to the west on Horsfall Beach Road. It certainly is walkable, but I had my bike with me, which is even more convenient. So I headed out on my bike. From near the campground, I got this aerial view of the road to the beach. As the drone gets higher, you can see the blue waters of the ocean in the distance. As the drone flies west, you can begin to see the Horsefall Beach Campground to the right of the road and next to the beach. This is the Horsfall Beach campground. Yes, it looks a lot like a paved parking lot, and that's really what it is. The campground is set up for people with off-highway vehicles and provides space to park RVs, trailers, and OHVs. The campsites on the perimeter are more desirable, as they have picnic tables, fire rings, and space for tent or canopy. There's an OHV trail that starts right on the north side of the campground, allowing drivers to explore the beach and dunes on that side of the campground. On the northwest corner of the campground, there's an elevated boardwalk that leads to a beach observation point. Here, I'm looking from the boardwalk towards the dunes area next to the campground. The observation point provides a great spot to view the beach and to watch the waves rolling in from the ocean. There are also a couple of places on the west side of the campground where trails lead up over a sand dune and then down to the beach. As I mentioned previously, off-highway vehicles are not allowed on this section of the beach, so it's a beautiful and relatively peaceful place for a walk. In the evening, the sky put on a star show to enjoy from my campsite. In the morning, I wanted to hike around Bluebill Lake. The trailhead for the lake is very close to my campsite. There is actually a shortcut to the path right at the edge of my campsite. This is the north end of the lake. Here the lake transitions to a marsh, and there's a bridge over the lake and the shallow area. Here I've reached the south end of the lake, where there is a boardwalk and bridge over the shallow waters of the lake. At the middle of the bridge there's a seat, which provides a nice place to view the beauty of the lake. After walking along the west side of the lake, I'm back to my campsite. Sunset is viewed from the observation point at Horsfall Beach. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you enjoyed the video and like this kind of content, please consider subscribing. Thanks for watching.